Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This video is about the fifth subtopic from chapter 3, which is the complex zeros of polynomial. When I say complex zeros, means your zeros is in terms of complex number. Okay, before we go to the example, let's look at the theorem first. Conjugate zeros theorem. So the theorem says, if the polynomial p has real coefficient and if the complex of p, that is the keyword. If the complex number z is a zero of p, then its complex conjugate is also a zero. Means what? Let's say given to you 2 plus I is the zero. Automatic, the conjugate is also the zeros, which is 2 minus I is also the zeros. Okay. Or let's say given to you negative 3i is the zero of the polynomial. So understood that the conjugate, which is 3i, is also the zeros of the polynomial. So this is according to the conjugate zeros theorem. So you are applying this in order for you to find the rest of the zeros. Okay, let's look at the first example. Solve this polynomial equal to 0 if negative 2i is one of the complex zeros. Okay, so given to you, this is the zero of the polynomial. So understood from the theorem just now, the conjugate is also the zero. So what is the conjugate? Square root of 2i. So square root of 2i is a zero of px also. Okay? And then how many zeros that you have in this question? Look at the highest degree. You have the highest degree of 4 for this polynomial. So you know that you are having 4 total zeros. Okay. So out of these 4, you have known 2 of the zeros, which is negative set 2i and set 2i. So you need to find another 2 zeros. Okay. So how to find that 2 zeros? Okay. First step, you just put the 0 into the factored form. Okay. You just put the 0 into the factored form because you cannot divide straight away using synthetic because this is complex numbers. Okay, so just put in the factored form first. So what is the factored form for negative set 2i? So you have x minus negative set 2i. Okay, and let's say that is the first factored form. And then the second factored form is x minus set 2i. Okay, just put in the factored form. If you are confused how to put in the factored form, okay, let madam recall you. Let's say you are having the zeros of 3 and 2. So what is the factored form? X minus 3 and also x minus 2. Okay. So from x minus 3, 3 is the zeros. From x minus 2, 2 is the zeros. So you just put in this factored form, which is x minus the first zero and x minus the second zeros. Okay. So let's say this is your fx, for example. Okay. You have to expand this one first. So how to expand? X minus negative square root, you have x plus square root of 2i. And then this one is x minus square root of 2i. So if you look at this form, you are having, let's say this is A, this is B. This is A, this is B. So you are having the same term. So you use the formula of A square minus B squared. What is the answer? You are having A minus B and A plus B are the factored form. Okay, this is the factored form. So A minus B, A plus B ni is in this form that you have, right? So how to have A squared minus B squared? Okay, what is your A right now? Your A is x. So you have x squared minus, what is your B? Your B is square root of 2i square. Okay, just put in this form. This is your A, this is your B. This is your A, this is your B. And then simplify further, you have x square minus 2i square. Remember, every time you have I square, this is equal to -1. So your answer here will be x square plus 2. Okay. So what to do with this quadratic? Look at the question back. Your question just now, you are having the polynomial with the highest degree of 4. And then right now, you have the quadratic. Okay, you have the quadratic. So let's say we put the polynomial in the factored form that you have just now. So px, originally the question is x power of 4 minus 2x cubed minus x square minus 4x minus 6. Okay, this is the original question, the given polynomial. And then from the answer just now, you are having one of the factored form, which is in terms of quadratic, x squared plus 2. Okay. And then you need another one factor, which is unknown here. If you multiply these two factored form, you will get back the question, x power of 4. So how you get this one? The unknown here. How you get the unknown here? So to find that unknown, if you bring x squared plus 2 to the other side, you will have division. So px over by x squared plus 2, you will have the answer for this unknown. Okay. So you learn before the method how to divide two polynomial. Can you use synthetic for this question? Cannot, because this is quadratic. So the only method using the long division method. So you have to divide the given polynomial with x squared plus 2 in order for you to find the unknown expression here. Okay, so let's proceed with the long division method. So the question just now is x power 4 minus 2x cubed minus x square minus 4x minus 6 divided by x square plus 2. Okay, remember the long division. What is the number if you multiply with x squared? You get x power 4. So you are having x squared. X squared times x squared is x power of 4. So put it here, x square multiplied with x squared is x power of 4. And then x square multiplied with 2, you have 2x squared. So put it here, 2x squared. And then minus x power 4 minus x power 4, 0. Negative 2x cubed minus 0. Negative 2x cubed. Negative x square minus 2x square minus 3x square. This one you just bring down the numbers, which is minus 4x. Again, repeat. What is the number? If you multiply with x square, you get negative 2x cubed. So the expression will be negative 2x. So negative 2x multiply with x squared, you get negative 2x cubed. Okay. And then again, negative 2x multiply with 2, you get negative 4x. Negative 4x. And then minus, repeat the same step. Negative 2x cubed minus the same term, you have 0, this one. Negative 3x squared minus 0, you have negative 3x squared. Negative 4x minus negative 4x, 0. And then just bring down the last term, which is minus 6. Okay. Then proceed. What is the expression? If you multiply with x squared, you get negative 3x squared. So the answer is negative 3. So negative 3 times x squared is negative 3x squared. Negative 3 multiply with 2, you get negative 6. Okay. So the last answer minus 0 and 0. Last answer must be 0. Why 0? Because this divisor comes from the factored, the 2 factored form in the number just now. So your last answer here should be 0. If you get another numbers other than 0, make sure you check back your calculation. Okay. So how to write your answer? Px is equal to quotient times divisor plus your remainder. But your remainder is 0. So you don't have this one. What is your quotient? Your quotient just now is x squared minus 2x minus 3. Your divisor is x squared plus 2. Okay, this is your Px. And then for this quadratic, you can just factor using calculator. So what is the complete factored form? X plus 1, x minus 3 and x squared plus 2. Okay, that is the complete factored form. But the question asks for the zeros. So how to find the zeros? For this one, the zeros is x plus 1 equal to 0. So x equal to negative 1. For the second one, x minus 3 equal to 0. So x equivalent to 3. And then for the last one here, you know the zeros from the question just now. If you want to find the zeros, x squared equal to negative 2. So x equal to plus minus square root of negative 2. Which is plus minus square root of 2i. This one comes from the question just now. So just rewrite your answer. So the zeros of Px, x is equal to negative 1, 3, set 2i and negative set 2i. Okay, that is your last answer. Make sure you are having total of 4 zeros because your highest degree of the polynomial is 4.